What's up, everyone? So we back again with another edition of Yo, it's the Kicks, the quarantine edition. This today we're gonna have Von P from Tanya Morgan as a guest today, showing off his sneaker collection, also talking about the sneaker culture as well. This is the first week down with Yo, it's the Kicks, so I'm definitely appreciative of everyone that's been viewing in and checking out the episodes, man, and showing mad love too. So definitely appreciate that a lot, man. So, it's going down 6 o'clock. So we're just waiting on, Von P to join. And when he joins, we'll kick it off. So, I want to, stay outside. You feel me? So, Von P just joined. So let me. Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good, Von
What's
P?
up? What's up?
What's up,
What's going
man?
on?
Man, going good, man. Can't complain at all, man. Just stuck inside, but at the same time, man, feeling very blessed. So, man, how's everything going with you, man? It's a lot of big things going on. I know the new EP dropped today. Tanya Morgan.
Yeah, man. New
Yeah,
EP. Be right back. Produced by me, Tanya Morgan. We working on the album, finishing up the full length album, and just want to drop something off, man. We got nothing but
yeah,
time. We all in the house, so
exactly. I agree with that
let's work. Let's
100%,
let's
man.
create.
Man, I loved it, man. I loved it, man. Been a fan, man, for quite some time. So definitely remember when I first heard y'all through the MySpace, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yes,
Yeah, yeah,
MySpace
man. The
days.
MySpace days, man. And I remember the EP, The Sunset joint.
That's the
And
first one.
yeah, man, been a fan ever since then, man. I was in high school. So, man, I love the vibes. I've been bumping it, man, since it dropped. A lot of
Appreciate it.
dope
Appreciate
tracks.
it.
Yeah, yeah, man. I love the Stay Away. I like Across the Spot. The intro is dope, man. I love the intro,
Thank
bro.
you. Thank
The
you.
soulful vibes, man, as usual. So production is A1, man. So it's good to see y'all, making music, man, and still, consistent as well too. So
Thank you. Yeah, we haven't put out a Tanya Morgan project since, I want to say, it might have been since the last album. You
okay,
Get What You Pay For, which was 2017. I don't think we put anything out since then as a group. We was doing the
yeah,
solo stuff. Like I produced Don's album, my album, but yeah,
yeah,
we
man.
back at it as a collective. So
That's
it is
dope,
what it is.
man. That's good to hear, man. And once again, just want to thank everyone for logging in and checking out the live joint, man, of Yo, it's the Kids, the quarantine edition. Got the guest Von P here, man. So definitely appreciate everyone supporting it. So this the first week down. Shout out to the previous guests, Vic Spencer, Mickey Fats, and
Shout
also
out.
my yeah, most definitely, man. So we had Mickey yesterday. And shout out to my homie from Nashville, man, TJ, aka T D'Amato, another dope artist as well, too. So, man, let's go ahead and get into it, man.
Yo,
All right, man. So growing up, we know how dominant Jordan was, right? On and off the court, especially with his signature line. But what were some other sneakers you rocked growing up?
um, I actually didn't grow up big on Jordans. I always wanted
Hmm.
them, but the price point was always a little too high, and it wasn't like now. Like now,
Yeah,
they weren't as hard to get, but they didn't hit the sales rack. Like now, you would catch a pair on sale, but back then, while it may not have been a long line down the block, you could walk in the store and get them
yeah,
that day. And they always were just like if my cutoff was like $85, I wasn't getting no Jordans for eighty five
yeah.
dollars. So man, just like flights, a lot of flights, a lot of Air Force, Reebok. I grew up, I was big on Reeboks, and like I had like the what were they called, the preseasons. I used to love those. Like I had
Okay.
a couple of Reebok preseasons, and
Yeah,
just like any pretty much anything that was out that hit that like $85 price point, and anything beyond that, I would have to take like my little extra money I had and throw it on top. Like I'd get like the Pippins or something because they were like
exactly.
110. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But yeah, I wasn't hitting that 140 mark and all of that. I
I
couldn't
feel
do
you.
it.
Yeah, most definitely, man. I know. Growing up, man, when I started getting to high school, that's when I started, got my first pair of Jordans and stuff like that, man. Because you're right, the price point was it seemed like it was like $1,000 to us growing up, man. And
Yeah, for real, for real.
my dudes wasn't letting that happen. You only could get like one pair. You got to make it worth it. So, I agree with you, man. Like growing up, I was a big Dunk fan, especially SB fan too, as well. And
Right.
also as well, man, I liked it. A lot of just Nike retros. Growing up, I like Bo Jackson's. Big Bo
Definitely.
Jackson fan, man. And also as well, I like Dion, the Dion signature line, and also being from Tennessee, Penny, man. I loved
Oh,
his line. His line was dope, bro. But I definitely understand you with those steals, man. That's one thing I always love SBs because of
mhm.
the designs and stuff and the comfort level. But the deals SBs wasn't high like when they was dropping like in the golden era of the
Not,
SBs, right?
but
Like
now
that,
they are.
and now they are. But
Now
back
they
then,
are.
I remember I copped the Miss Piggies. They was like for 79. You know what I'm saying? At a skate shop in Nashville, and I copped the Pac-Mans too. They was like 100. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, now forget about it.
yeah, forget about it now, man. It's crazy, man. Then when they go on StockX, the price is gonna be double. As far as the
Exactly.
resale value. So
Exactly.
I definitely agree with you on that, man. It's nothing like them sales, man.
Yeah. So that
Yes.
was my whole thing. Like even I went through a dunk phase early 2000s, and my whole thing would be because I worked in the grocery store at the
Hmm.
time, and my whole thing would be get paid that week and just go find some dunks, go find a pair that
Yeah.
was you could catch them for $40, $50, and I was just
Exactly.
collecting them. And I wish I would have kept those because I probably they still would have been. I think I just gave them away, and I got tired
Okay.
of them. I ain't even like try to sell them or nothing, but I wish I still had them now that they're back for real.
Yeah, yeah, most definitely, man. I agree with you 100%, man. Next, man, want to get into, man, I want to talk about just how it was like once upon a time when we used to buy sneakers in person, right?
Hmm.
But it seemed like now everything is going online. I remember back in the days, man, you just go to the mom and pop spots or to Foot Locker Finish Line. It was a rush buying sneakers in person, right? But now you got spots like StockX Online, Sneaker App, GOAT. Do you prefer going and still buying in person or going online to avoid the hassle and stuff?
It's. I mean, you know what? It is fun. You do get for those that we try to see that got
Yeah,
them sign, and
exactly.
it's fun to try to catch that. And you don't you can't even. There's so many shoes that you don't even try to see if they're in a store. Like you don't even play
Yeah,
yourself. Like you're not gonna go and you're not gonna go try to see like some off whites just
Ex-
in Foot Locker. Like it's not gonna
yeah,
happen. But if you want them, you can try like the raffles and all of that. And some
exactly.
people do that. For me, depending on what the resale price is going for, I just go directly to go StockX. I just go directly there. I don't even try because I know
Yeah,
I'm not gonna see that got 'em logo. It's not happening.
it's
I've
not
tried it
happening, man.
before. It's not happening.
I
So
told Vic, man, I told Vic Spencer, I said I'm like Jerry West in the finals, dog, when it comes to the sneakers out, bro. Like for real, man. I'll be striking out, dog. I'll be taking major L's. So I remember growing up, man, especially in Nashville, during the early 2000 era, you know, it wasn't like sneakers being a sneakerhead or just sneakers wasn't very, how I would say, hype beast like, right? How it is
hmm
now. So
hmm
I remember it was a store called Sports Season, and it was the Mars Blackman fours.
hmm
And it was a lot of hype as far as on blogs and stuff like that in other major cities. But when I went to the store called Sports Seasons, I went in and came right out with them in my hand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
my
back in
my younger brother wanted those bad too. I remember
yeah,
like he was heavy on those. Yeah.
yeah, that was tough, man. And I remember me and my homie, shout out to my homie E, man. We was talking about like, yo, man, I'm finna cop these. We were already planning our fit and everything. But I remember those days, man. When blogs was real big, like Nike Talk and stuff like that, Souls Collector. And I used to love going in person and buying them, just that rush, man, that feeling. But now it seems like it's different now, man, because everybody is a sneakerhead. There's nothing wrong with it. It's whatever you want to do, wherever your vice. But at the end of the day, it's like, you know, I I prefer to go online now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Especially a lot of stuff
just
that
easy.
yeah, just easy, man, just easy. So I definitely agree. Just how the game changes, got to go with it. So and just transition to that, man. Speaking of like everybody want to be a sneakerhead, it's like everybody want to be a part of the sneaker industry now, right?
Hmm.
You got a lot of hype beats going around. You got major companies collaborating with sneaker companies that you would never think of, versus 20 years ago, right?
Yeah, it's
Do
like
you?
it's weird.
It's crazy, man. It's wild, bro. So, And I know I was talking to Mickey about it yesterday, just, talking about the Arizona iced tea when they collaborated with Adidas a couple years ago, how that
Yeah, I
craze was.
remember those. Yeah.
Yeah. And like it was crazy for 99 cents. Like that would never happen in the 90s or 2000s, but now
Were they selling
everybody,
them for 99 cents? Like you had to catch them for 99 cents, or is that a rumor?
yeah, 99 cents. It was really 99 cents, bro. And I think it was only 500 pair that was made.
That's crazy.
Yeah, crazy, man. And crazy, man. Do you feel like that is watering down the sneaker culture or pushing it in the positive direction?
Sometimes I do wonder if it takes away from like the customizers. Honestly,
Yeah.
I think about the people that do the customs, and if like a friend of mine's Derek, he had like a Tribe Called Quest custom.
Mm.
It was either Jordan 1 or a Dunk. I don't remember. And the ones he did was so ill, but then they came out with like the Jordan 1 strap that was in the Tribe Called Quest
Mm-hmm.
style, and the custom he got made was just better. So
Yeah.
I was like, on one hand, the custom people were still finding better ways to freak it, and I guess
Yeah.
ways that like the company may not always be able to freak it the same
Yeah.
way or get away with certain things. Like like
Exactly.
my guy had the Midnight Marauder faces, and like Nike probably couldn't put a bunch of rappers' faces on the shoe
Yeah.
and get away with it. So on one hand, I think about like, it's just watering it down, but on the other end, I think it's cool for like it's almost like battling people that do customs. It's like, okay, y'all made those. Let me show you how you should have did it. And you see a
Exactly.
lot of that even on Instagram. You'll see a shoe
Yeah.
come out, and a designer will be like, "This is how it should have looked. Y'all should have put the colorway should have went here." And so it's all like, I think the creatives still win. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely, man. I agree, man. And I mean, a lot of times, to be honest, man, a lot of these companies, like, sneaker companies, there's other companies, they be looking at these custom, cats that be doing customs. You know what I'm saying? They be looking at, they be watching their page and stuff of that nature. So there'll be a lot of stuff that be coming out, be like, it's similar to this person creation. You know what I'm
Yeah, yeah,
saying? For
yeah.
real. And a lot of times the person who created originally don't get the credit for it.
Like
So, man,
at least send them a package or something. You know?
exactly. Like, come on now. Like, for real, man. I done seen it happen, man. Like, for real, man. It's like, it's wild, bro. So, but a lot of times because they major companies, you can't really fight against that. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a lose-lose situation at times.
Yeah.
So, but definitely, man, I definitely respect that 100%. So, let's go forward, man. Let's talk about, man. One thing I want to get into is far as with your album covers, right? One thing
Hmm.
I know about your album covers, dog, it always stand out to me. Like, for example, the Fiasco joint. You had a Nike Era Unlimited joint on, which is very underrated, dog. Very
Let me see if
underrated.
let me see if I have that. Where's that at? Yeah, right here.
Yo, that's one of the dopest album covers, dog. Like, for real, man. Me and my
Thank you,
big
thank you.
bro, like, no lie, bro. That joint was so creative, dog. And it
Shout
might,
out to Bernard Rollins. He did the artwork.
yo, he's dope. He's dope, man. I follow him on Instagram, bro.
Yeah, super
Dude's
dope.
dope. Yeah, man. And I seen him Nike Air Olympics. Very underrated sneaker, man. And also, I remember on the album cover to you had the classic Jordan 3s on.
The Jordan 3 is on. Yeah, the True Blues. Yeah.
Yeah, the True Blues, man. Is that something that's pre-planned, man, or is it just a spontaneous feel as far as when it comes to you rocking he on the album cover?
Oh man, it's 100% pre-planned.
Yeah,
That's my whole thing. Like I'm one of those people. Like I'm the guy that, how, I'll be honest. You might see a dude and he'll just have on like some heat and just
yeah.
don't even really care what else he's wearing.
Don't. Don't at all.
Like that'll be me. Like there's been days where, I mean, not every day, but there are days where I
Yeah,
just throw on any pair of sweats, any hoodie, but I'll have on like my newest shoe, and I'll just be going to the gas station because
yeah,
I just like doing it. It ain't even like
exactly.
it don't even be a trying to stunt thing. I don't even be looking for like the head breakers or whatever. I just like to look down and have on the shoe I
Exactly.
like. So like even
Facts.
during this the quarantine, I have certain shoes that I haven't worn outside, so I wear them around the house. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
exactly, man. Like, you know what's crazy, man? When the quarantine first started, dog, I was like, man, I wasn't getting fresh at nothing, dog. Like, not even trimming myself up or nothing. I'm like, you know what? When I started doing this, man, I was like getting fresh, man. Just that feeling, bro. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Just that, you take for granted. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it
It's, for
feel
me, it's
good.
just the shoes. I
Yeah,
just,
just the shoes,
yeah.
man. It's just the shoes. And the thing about it, like you saying, man, you just rocking your joints. You're not trying to flex. And that's the thing about it. Like, I always rock my sneakers, man. And I know cats that just be collecting on them, but I'm like, bro, you gotta rock them because when you pull them out years later, them joints gonna crack. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I worry about. That's why I
Yeah,
don't do it, because I've had shoes fall apart on me. We all have. So
yeah.
yeah.
Exactly, man. And let's keep it moving with the music, man. So one of my favorite albums from you, man, was P Gotta Have It. And one of the
Thank you,
standout
thank you.
joints, man, was definitely a great album, by the way, man. And one of the standout joints was New Paradog, which you dropped a lot of gems about the sneakers, man. I know you mentioned the flights earlier, and you mentioned the flights in that track.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm
I was
saying?
talking about a certain pair too that they still
Yeah.
ain't retro. But yeah, man.
Yeah, just talk about how that track came about.
Um, that whole album, that he's got to have it started because I was just cleaning out. I was cleaning out like some stuff that I had at my mom's house years ago. This might have been like
Okay.
when we were working on Brooklyn Addy, because I did those albums around the same time, and I found my old journal from high school, and it's just my mentality at the time. I was like, man, I want to do a song capturing this mentality because I've
Mm,
grown and changed a lot, and that song became Good Life and things that I wanted to do. Like if you listen to Good Life, I'm kind of saying some outlandish things, but
yeah.
I had them written in this journal. Like, no, I really want to do this. Like I really want to like, oh, Will Smith dating Jada Pinkett. Wait till I get
Yeah.
on. I literally like, oh, I'm a bad girl. She can leave Will and just crazy stuff like that. So I put it in that song, and from there it became a whole album. And I can't do an album about my life in high school and not include a song about shoes. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Because it
exactly.
was such a big deal. It's been a big deal for me since I was in like the fourth grade, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna be 40 soon, and it's still a big deal. And
Yeah, it's
as you
still a
see,
big
like
deal.
sneakerheads older than me, it don't stop.
It don't
So,
stop, man. Never
and
do, man.
I got lucky. I got my homegirl from the Bay Area, Josie Stingray, and I got a Rhapsody to get on the track years ago,
Yep.
and they both were doing what they do,
Yeah.
and we all just we was in our sneakers bags, man.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was, man. And now that the beat was dope, man. I love that, man.
Thank
You
you,
had
thank
the
you.
I love that it had that silver feel to it, man. And not only that, man, you're right, man. Like sneakers is a big part, sentimental value for me, man, as well too. So, when I rock, that's one of my like favorite sneaker tracks, man. There's been some great ones. Like I love Raekwon sneakers.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? I love that Dom Kennedy dropped one called Fresh Pair of Tennis Shoes.
Hmm.
I think it was on the 25th hour mixtape. But that joint ranks up there, man. A New Paradise. It never gets old, man. And
Thank
it
you.
brings back those feelings, man. Like when I first caught my first pair of sneakers with my own money. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So so I love that, man. And same way for me, I could relate to that, and a lot of other cats can relate to that. As far as growing up, in a high school and sneakers and just stuff of that nature, man. Being a sentimental value. So dope track, man.
Shout out to the female sneakerheads too. That's why I
Exactly.
wanted to get Josie and Rhapsody on it, because you don't hear from them enough,
You don't.
So
You don't, man.
I don't even think Instagram might have been new when I did that record. So now there's more like a female sneakerhead community
Yep.
that you can see online. But at the time, I was like, yo, I know so many girls that are into sneakers too. So let me try to. That was a big part of wanting to do that song too. Like, let me
Yeah.
capture what they got to say about it
Yeah.
also. Yeah.
And it's dope. You're right, man, because there's a lot of female sneakerheads out here that's really doing it, man. And I'm just really, happy to see a lot of the creators as far as the female side right now
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
doing a lot of great things, man. So I think you're seeing more of that, and that's great. I know Beyonce dropped her line with Adidas and stuff of that nature, but you've been seeing a lot of other influencers, man, under the radar, what I'm saying,
Hmm.
getting that and getting those props as a female, man. So that's definitely big with that, man. So I agree with you a lot. It's a lot of females on Instagram as well as social media that's keeping it pure and authentic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So man, definitely. And that was one of the first joints I heard Rhapsody on, dog. So what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
man.
that joint
I've been a
introduced me to,
fan of her
yeah.
forever.
And I first heard it like, okay, that was my first time really listening to her. Like I remember she was on the Dream Merger, like on the snippets of Ninth
Yeah,
One, the
yeah,
Dream
yeah.
Merger, the album.
I
But
think
that was
that might have been between that and like some Coolie High joints before
yeah, the
she was
Coolie
in.
High.
that was like the first time I heard her. But I knew, I don't know what I heard, but I just knew she was like also a sneakerhead. So I
Yeah,
hit her up on MySpace back then,
exactly.
and
And that was dope.
she actually sent me two verses. I wish I could find the other verse, because it's like an alternate version, completely different verses. So I wish I could find that, but that's
You might,
many computers ago.
yeah, you might have go back in the stash though, man. Shoot that video whenever all this
Right, right.
quiets down. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Yeah,
So also, man, want to keep it moving, man. Just talk about just a lot of variety of different releases right now. Like I love what Puma's doing. They've been dropping a lot of heat, man. I know they just dropped a Public Enemy collaboration, I believe, like on the 9th, I believe. But yeah, man, they've been dropping some heat within the past year. Also, we all
yeah.
know about Nike and Jordan, far as with the consistent quality they've been producing, and also Adidas as well too. But what's some of the newer sneakers that you've been rocking lately?
Um, let me see what. As far as the newest, let me grab something.
Okay.
You said Adidas, so I did. I like these the super stands. I
Mm,
went and grabbed a pair of these because I never was into the Stan Smiths really,
yeah.
because I
Yeah.
didn't like the front. But I was like, well, with the shell toe, I'm rocking them with the shell toe. But then I turned right around and went and got the Run DMC
Oh.
joints.
Oh yeah, man.
There
Those
will be
joints.
no laces going in these ever.
Nah, nah. They don't need none. Nah, nah. You gotta
And
keep it
these
classy.
have been my quarantine kicks, a pair of my quarantines I've been wearing. And I just got these too. Do I have them down here? I had to make my little display, try to make it an ambiance, you
I
know.
like it though. I like how you got it displayed though, for
I
real.
got my I've been rocking these, my
Oh my
Sakai
goodness,
joints.
man. I know Vic Spencer had the all white joints of those.
Yeah, man, like
Yeah.
these, the black and white ones, man, I got on every computer, everything with
Yeah.
Wi-Fi in this house, I got on the app, like didn't get them, no nobody. So I
Yeah.
just went ahead and when the black ones dropped, just pulled the trigger on them. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Definitely, man. It's a lot of dope releases, man. And I love what I'm seeing right there, man. And
So
also,
those are like my, as far as my Adidas go.
yeah.
And I feel like I like these a lot. These are super slept on. The 34s,
Yeah, they are though. They really
super
are.
slept on. I know
They
people
are.
don't like the materials on them, but I mean, it's lightweight. It's for the
It's
modern
light.
day NBA player, so it's not going to be like Italian
It's
leather or nothing like that.
exactly. And not only that, too, a lot of, original product as well, too. It's like more focusing on the athletes. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And also on the court. So, when we was growing up in the 80s and 90s, it had the best of both worlds. It had style and also performance on the court. But a lot of those sneakers was bulky and heavy.
yeah. Like they figured it out
Yeah.
now. Like they
Yeah.
figured out that's not the way to go.
It's
Now
not, man.
I will say now they could make like a leather version of these or something and just
Exactly.
make them like something to just rock them, but they didn't do that.
No, they
And
didn't,
I'm
man.
cool. I'm not
Yeah.
playing ball.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
hoop, but I'm rocking them. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, man. So I've been
Yeah.
liking a lot of new joints. I've been liking like the collaboration I've been doing with Travis Scott and stuff, far as with Jordan Brand, and
Yeah, I
also
love
just
those sixes. I
yeah,
like the
it's
sixes the
it's
most.
dope, man. It's dope. I love it, man. Then Virgil with the off white joints that dropped, doing All Star the off white fives, which was pretty dope, man. So I like it, man. It's really it's a lot of releases dropping consistently now. I will say that. So,
Yeah,
but
it's hard to keep up,
it's
man. Like
hard, man. It's tough.
it's something I try to keep up with like the different blogs and everything, and it's like every week, not even every weekend. It's just the middle of the weekend surprise drops and all
Exactly.
of that. It's so hard to keep up,
It's
and
so
I like
hard, man.
you want everything damn near. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's a fact, man. I remember like on Nike Talk, they usually just have blogs or a thread count just dedicated to that one sneaker that was dropping on that Saturday. That was it, right?
Yeah,
But now you got multiple sneakers dropping on Saturdays or throughout the week.
yeah.
So yeah, man. So I think it's a great thing. It's a good balance. And just transition to the next question, man. What you think about a lot of these companies re-releasing a lot of retros? Nike and Jordan been doing it for quite some time. You got Reebok doing it with the Iverson stash. They did it with the Shaq line a couple of years ago, and also as well too. Like, what you think about? Is it like I would say, is the companies feeling lazy, or you feel like they should be focusing more on their original products instead?
Um, as far as Nike goes, I wouldn't say I can't call them lazy on it because they put out so many. They put out a lot of newer styles that I like. Like I
Yeah.
said, I'm still messing with recent Jordans.
Yeah.
So and what's another latest shoe like? I got these. These are kind of wild, but I'm messing with these. These are kind of crazy, but the Russell
Mm.
Westbrook, like it's a new design though, so they're
Yo,
still putting out new stuff. You know
I
what I
do like
mean?
those Westbrooks.
Thank you. And yeah, like they
Yeah.
still putting out new designs, and there's still a lot of them, and they still sell. But you still want people that want the Jordans, and
The Jordans. Yeah.
even now they starting to retro LeBron. So
Yeah.
people still want them, and
Doing them.
business is business, so they're gonna do that.
Exactly. Exactly.
A couple of other companies though, like because like I said, I grew up. I was a fan of Reebok,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of Reeboks that maybe they're more obscure for me, like preseasons and like
Yeah.
certain I think it was the '92 trainer. I forget exactly what they call it, but certain like old Reeboks that they don't retro, but they don't. They also not putting out a lot of new stuff that's moving the needle or doing
Exactly.
anything. So for as far as like a Reebok goes, I think they should probably concentrate on putting out some newer stuff or putting out the
Exactly.
right retros and not just Iversons and the trainers that they put out all the time, but just doing
Yeah.
some new stuff. Same for I'm a big fan of Adidas, but sometimes I want
Yeah.
them to put out more new designs that
Exactly.
that connect. And it's not the easiest thing to do,
It's
but
not. It's not, man. It's not.
y'all the professionals, man.
Exactly.
Same way I have to put out music that works. Y'all got to put out shoes that work.
True. That's a fact, man. And like you
Yeah,
said with Adidas, man, they got a formula that's working right now. Even though a lot of their sneakers starting to look the same,
yeah.
but it's working. So it's kind of hard to kind of, get out of that mode if it's working and generating you revenue.
Like I can't
So
tell the Ultra Boost apart. Like
it's tough, man. It's so hard, bro. Like really, it is.
they
Like you
just
got to
they all
study
look the
it.
same to me. It's like, oh no, this was the Ultra Boost this year. I was like, it looked like last year to me.
Exactly. I
Yeah, straight
agree,
up.
man. I agree 100%, man. And also, I know you mentioned the Reebok, man. I do want to see some of the Reeboks. I believe like the mid scrimmages, the
Yeah,
Emmitt
like
Smith joints. I want to see the
yeah,
Michael
yeah, yeah.
Chains. You know what I'm saying? Like they should drop those. I think that would be great because they fit great right now in this era, and they look good on jeans and joggers and stuff of that nature. And they feel good too. So,
Yeah, and
Re-
these were always bulky. Reeboks were always
yeah,
bulky. Like even if it was a trainer, it would be a bulky trainer. So it's like, don't miss this window because it might change. We might
exactly.
get out this quarantine and everybody wants a sock shoe back again.
Yeah,
So
you're right. I agree, man. Also, just want to say thank you to everyone that's joined too. I see a lot of people commenting, man. Definitely appreciate that love. So now, man, we finna go into Von P stash and see what he got. I see you got those De La Soul dunks in the background, man.
um,
Man.
I'm gonna tell some quick little stories. These I got these out of size. I was
Okay.
living and I was going back and forth to Paris for a little while. I was working with my man Guts. He's a producer out in France. And I walked in size the last day before I was coming home, and they had these for like €80 or something like that. So I grabbed them, and they just had them, and now the price is going
Okay.
back up on them. I wish they were the hot top ones because those are like killer, but
Yeah.
I don't even get to wear those a lot. I actually need to start wearing those more often because I just don't know how long they're gonna stay. The sole's gonna stay nice, and I don't know about that whole sole swapping and all of that.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody that do that. Although I'm sure it's easy to find, but yeah, I got the Daylights as far as let's see what else I got. These are some of my favorites, like the Moabs. I want to say these were
Man.
91.
Yo.
I
Those
love
joints.
these.
Oh my goodness, dog. My homie got some of those. My homie named E, man. He got those, and those just they nice, man. Really nice, dog. Classic,
I wore
classic,
these in
man.
my video, and it was like 100 degrees outside, and I stepped on tar,
Yeah.
and it kind of ruined the bottom,
Damn.
but I make them happen. These are my favorite, my number one favorite shoes. The ugliest shoe in the world, but it's my favorite. The Air Carnivore.
The Air Converse was nice,
I
man.
wanted these so bad when they first came out. I was a kid. I think they were like 120, and like I said, my limit was 85, so couldn't get them. But they came back a few years ago.
They was ahead of their time though, for real, as far as the design and everything.
Yeah, those
They
they
was ahead of
just
their
like
time,
bugged
man.
out. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love those. Um,
Kind of remind me of the Air Unlimited too, in a way. The Air Rays and stuff with that similarity.
I think I have I got a pair of those Air Unlimited somewhere in here. I only got the all black ones. I don't have the
Okay.
classic, the white and black ones from the cover.
Yeah.
I was fronting. I don't even have those. But yeah, those are around though. Those didn't really
Yeah.
do what I thought they would do, so I can just grab a pair off eBay any day.
Exactly.
So, um, rest in peace, Fife Dog, Tribe Called Quest.
Man, rest in peace to Fife, man, the
I
legend.
I keep these in the box. I worn them once or twice, but I keep them in the box, you know.
Yeah.
And they said they were going to put out some more Tribe shoes. I don't know what happened, but also happy birthday, Q-Tip's his birthday.
Happy birthday to the legend, man, the
Um,
abstract for real.
let me see what else I got. I tried to pull out some stuff that like some of my favorites. These are the Night Jogger Adidas joints with the New York tag on them.
Woo!
Bugged
Those
out.
crazy, man. Those crazy, man.
I
Like for
love
real.
I love these. The Night Joggers, you got to get them
I
like
like them, man.
size down. Whoever don't have a pair out there, definitely size down because your foot will slide around. Shout out to my man Don Will. I made him get a pair, and then he was like, "Man, my foot sliding around."
But a good
So
thing though, you can wear them with so much different stuff though.
yeah,
So
yeah,
that's one
yeah.
thing I like about them joints. A
And
lot, man.
my favorite Jordan.
Okay.
Um,
The
these
Aquas.
two.
Oh my goodness,
Basically,
the Aqua Ace.
basically the first three. I don't have the white ones anymore.
Yeah.
But the three original colors of the eights are like these are my favorite Jordans, hands down.
So what made them your favorite?
I mean, because maybe I'm missing something, but
Yeah.
this was the first color. What does this have to do with the Bulls?
I agree. I agree.
This don't
It
got
got
nothing to do
nothing.
with North Carolina, as far as I know. They just like they came out and they were doing like Bulls colors. You know what I mean? They were doing
Yeah.
Bulls colors, and then they just came through with these. And if I'm not mistaken, they were the first ones. These have fallen apart on me, so I can't rock them anymore. Like I got them glued in right now, but I just pulled them out.
Yeah.
And like just the color, like what made them do this color? And it's such a
Exactly.
crazy color at the time.
Crazy color.
And it was
Crazy.
so different from any other Jordan we've seen up until then.
Exactly.
I think that's when they started going crazy. Cause like you can
Crazy.
see where they got you can see how they got to the 4 from the 3, how they got to the 5.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But this
Exactly.
looks nothing like the 7.
And that aqua blue just set it off. How that wavy look,
Yeah, it's like
like that
crazy to
was
me.
crazy with it, man. And it's nice, it's dope, and I love it, man. Because you're right, man. It was a game changer. I mean, all the things we were accustomed to was the Bulls colorway.
Yeah,
And when you see,
they started bugging after that.
yeah,
Bugging in a good way. Like they dropped those, and then the 9s were totally different. The 10s were totally different.
exactly,
The 11s totally
really
different.
different.
Yeah, so those started that for me. But
Those
yeah,
my favorite Ace, man. To be honest, the Aquas, man. The Aquas, when I first seen them, man, because when they dropped, what I'm saying, when I was young, but when I got older, when I seen them, I was like, man, whenever they drop again, I gotta get them, man. So the Aqua Ace, man, was a game changer, man. You're right with that colorway. It was the
yeah,
wave for real.
yeah,
That was
yeah,
the
yeah.
wave. That was the
Straight up.
wave, man. That was the wave. And
As far as another, I'm trying to see what's another favorite of mine. Uh, I think these are a new favorite of
mm,
mine. That's not the first time I had to get a women's shoe, and some people don't like that. Mainly female sneakerheads don't like when we go
yeah,
buy up their
they
shoes,
don't.
but
They don't.
I didn't get a chance to get the red toe ones, and those were like super close to me. And honestly, the main reason I wanted them because they were close to the red toes, and I didn't want to pay that price that the red toes go for.
Exactly.
So it's like, hey, I'm getting those.
Yeah.
I'm getting them in the women's size. I'm gonna find them, and I actually did hit on those on the app. So
Okay.
that means they made enough. Whenever
They
I
did.
win, that means they made enough.
And,
Yeah.
and not only that, man, ain't gonna lie, Jordan Brand be dropping a lot of woman colorway kicks, dog. That's
Yeah, I
just
mean
for them.
they deserve it
That's
because
just
for a
for them.
long time they wasn't getting they
They
wasn't
wasn't.
getting flavor. Like it would be like how they say shrink it and pink it or whatever. Like
Yeah,
just make it
exactly.
pink, throw some glitter on it, and all right, this is
Facts.
for women. But now
Yeah.
they get like joints now.
I remember the Valentine special they used to do, right? And they dropped I believe it was the Valentine fives. And my homie from college, man, he was like, man, I'm copping them, dog. Like, I don't
Yeah,
care,
he's
man.
like, forget
He like,
that.
forget that, dog. Y'all can say whatever. He copped them, dog. Like, yo, and he was stunning them too. You know what I'm saying? My sister actually copped the pair, man, and but yeah, hers got stolen though. So, but
Uh,
yeah, she didn't get a chance to rock them. You know what I'm
we all
saying?
got one of those stories. Either they tried to
Exactly.
rob you for them, or like
It's,
somebody tried to rob me for some Barclays back in the day. I remember that.
damn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I had a
those
song
those.
about that too. One Piece gotta have it. Where my shoes got stolen right after New Pair. The next song was about that. But word.
Barclays was tough on the streets though, man. They was
Yeah.
crazy on the streets. They really was,
Like
man.
the ones with the I guess before it was officially his considered his shoe, but the one that just had force on the strap.
Yeah.
I remember I was outside. I was like I had to be 12, like 12 years old or something, and an older teenager was like, yo, what size you wear? Blah blah blah. And his girlfriend was like, leave that little boy alone. Then I ran off and then I went and just like messed them up in the dirt. Then I walked back over there. So I was like, well, now you don't want them. I messed them up. And then he just was like, yo, shorty, you wilding out, shorty. Why you do that to
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
shoes?
Exactly.
And I was like, nah, I'm not getting my shoes stolen, man. Hell no.
I
So
know.
yeah.
I just seen someone mention the Alpha Forces, but yeah, Draymond Fly. Yeah, the Alpha Forces was crazy. I actually would love if Nike did retro them again. I know they did like back in the early 2000s. I'm gonna say like around 2006, 2005. I actually copped a pair.
Mm.
So yeah, the one joints I want is the Philadelphia colorway, man. And they got like the bell on it, like the yeah.
Yeah. I know you. Yeah, those are
Those
crazy.
the ones I want, man. I think Charles Barkley he had a dope line though when you think about the Godzillas, then the ones the Foul Five made popular. I just call them the Foul Five joints. But
These are still my favorites. Like this one,
oh my goodness,
these are
man.
still my favorite. Like I don't wear these a lot, but every time I wear them, somebody would be like, "Yo, where'd you get those? Those came back out?" I was like, "Nah, I was in a consignment store and got lucky. They had them, no
Yeah.
box or nothing. They was like, "Yo, give us $100." I
Those
got
some of my
lucky.
some of my favorite joints. I remember Nelly when he did a collaboration with Nike. This when after the Air Force One son just took
Patent
off.
leather, right?
Yeah, they were like the USA colorway.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
I think
saying?
they were patent
Yeah,
leather.
yeah, like patent leather. Yeah, and those was crazy. They was limited, real limited,
Yeah.
man. I wonder how much they going for. Probably another crazy price, dog. Got to be
I
a
don't know who
person.
be coming up with these prices. I often wonder if is anybody actually paying because you'll see like I wear 9.5, so you'll like
Yeah,
go to something and a 7 will be 400, 9.5 a
yeah,
thousand. I'm like, who's paying that? You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
I don't know.
I seen the Laker. Somebody asked me for the like where to get the Laker threes at, the Laker threes and the Laker eights.
Forget
I was
about
like,
it.
they going for like 50,000 on StockX, bro. I seen them for like
You're
fifty
not getting
thousand,
them.
dog. Like
Go
you're
get a
not getting them
car.
at all. Yeah, exactly. You better get a
Yeah.
car, man. You better get a car. And speaking of cars, man, I heard a wildest story, man. You could tell me like what's your wildest story you heard as far as when it comes to sneakers, man. It was during the Phone Posit Galaxies drop. That craze, right?
hmm
And man, some dude sold his car, bro. Sold his car for the shoes, dog. You know what I'm saying?
I remember when those came out too. I
Yeah.
remember I think the riot, they had the little riot on I think it was 34th Street Foot Locker. And that was when between those and between like the pigeon dunks,
Oh my
I was like,
goodness.
okay, they on something new now.
They
Like
on some next level stuff.
I
For
used to
real.
see because I used to like I would be in Manhattan on Friday nights when people was waiting for the midnight
Okay.
drops at the House of Hoops or I think that's the House of Hoops on 34th
Okay.
in Manhattan. So I'd be out there and you would see them lined up and you would see like people scheming
Yeah.
on the corner. And I'm like, it ain't that serious,
They ain't
man.
that serious.
Like, because I'm from wherever I'm from, and you could tell who's
Exactly.
shady, and it'll just be somebody at the subway. Like, I'm waiting for you to get your shoe, and you're gonna walk past me, and then you're gonna be holding your eye, and you're not gonna have your
Exactly.
shoes no more.
You ain't gonna have it at all.
Yeah,
And
you
that's
know what I'm saying? I was like, man, that's too much for me.
and,
I'm not with all that.
and I mean the one thing too, just talk about like growing up like in New York, as far as with just that city, man, it's so huge, right? So like for us, man, like for me growing up in Columbia, Tennessee, Nashville, which was smaller market, right?
hmm
So we was able to have like the luxury of sneakers, just getting them because the market down there, people wasn't really owning like that, right? You had a
How far
couple
is the
cat.
store? How far is the store from you? The employee store?
It's about 3 hours, 3 hours
Three
away.
hours?
Yeah, about
That's
three
worth the
hours away.
drive.
Yeah,
Go
no, that's
ahead.
worth the drive. So it's actually a store of the 20s, right? The Stealth 20s drop. And
Hmm.
my brother actually drove all the way up there, him and his homie, for them joints. And actually seen someone getting robbed, like, you know what I'm saying, for them joints, dog. And the line was crazy too for the Stealth 20s.
Yeah,
But
man. Like I just can't do it, man. Like
no,
for
I
me,
can't. I can't.
I'd rather just like if I want them that bad, if it's worth that time for me, I'm like,
Yeah.
well, put a money amount on the time it's going to take to
Exactly.
get them, and say, okay,
Exactly.
I'm willing to pay an extra $100, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna save the time in line or whatever. Like that's
That's
how I
true.
try to think about it.
Me
Like, all
too.
right, well, I'll pay this extra 100 to just catch them on
Exactly.
stock X or whatever, and for something that's gonna go like I've heard it's a dude I was watching the YouTube, a dude that flew to Illinois to get the Travis Scott joints. And I'm
Mm.
like, yo, me and my homie was trying to think, is it worth getting the plane ticket? Like he got a plane ticket, got back on the plane. And I was like, on one hand, I kind of feel you, but
Yeah.
that's doing a lot.
That's
It's
doing a
doing a lot.
lot. That's doing a lot, man. Ain't gonna lie. Cause think about
I
the
get it.
ticket. Yeah, I get it for real, for real. I do too. Like, I definitely get it, man. I know, like, I remember I was in school, man. I went to it was a small private college, right?
Hmm.
So, man, and I'm like, damn, man, I want to get it. And like when I was going to college, man, it was a Christian college, right? So they had a curfew and shit. But I was like, man, the 11th drop. I was like, I'm breaking curfew, dog. You feel me? So I
So
jumped
you
out the
going to
window.
get them.
Yo, Vaughn, this is the craziest story. I jumped out the damn window, dog. I was like on the second story, B. And I was like, I had to keep hyping myself up, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, damn, well, I'm gonna hype myself. So I kept playing Brooklyn Zoo by ODB, man. Like this shit gonna get me ready, right? So
Yeah,
dog,
yeah.
my homie, shout out to my homie T, man. Uh he was actually, man, he picked me up, dog, and he was like, man, where, like, yo, cause I ain't have a whip neither. So I jumped out the window, dog. You know what I'm saying? Dog, tore my ACL or something. Dog, my basketball career was over, you feel me? So I
You
was
was
like,
going to
yeah,
get basketball
hey,
sneakers and
exactly.
mess your leg up.
I thought I fucked it up, but I didn't though. So I was cool. So I ain't spraying nothing, just a little bit sore, but we waited in line and everything, dog. It was, it was worth it,
Tell me
man.
you
But
got them.
I didn't get him though. I didn't get him, dog. I didn't get him, bro. I didn't though.
Oh
I wish I
man.
did. I wish I did, but just the experience though, I was like, but I felt hurt though. I didn't get him though.
No,
But
it's the story, man. A lot of stuff.
yeah,
It's the story. Like I could never clown. Like years ago, I used to look down on the whole waiting in line overnight and all of that. But as I would see people doing it, it's like the camaraderie and it's stories
yeah, it
and
is. It
it's
is.
community. And
It
it's
is.
no different from. People you wait on the line for an hour to get on the roller coaster that lasts for
Exactly.
10 seconds, but it's that same rush.
It's
And
that same rush.
even if you don't get them, if your homie got their size, you still hype to go
It's
and
still
like
hype.
get home. Like I was saying, there were shoes I couldn't get, but my best friend Raheem growing up had every Jordan.
Exactly.
So just to go with him to the store, and we would know when they were getting shipments in, and they would like cut the box open and like seeing like the Jordan 10 for the first
Mm-hmm.
time, and like, yo, what are those things over the laces? And him getting them and going home and seeing him flexing them. But that's
Yeah.
my boy, so it's still like that's dope. You got the new joint. Yo, my boy got the new. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
exactly. It,
it's like it's just community, man, and it's
nah,
it's
nah.
bonding.
It really is, man. You know what? I met a lot of cool people, dog, and a lot of dope people I'm still cool with through those experiences, like for real. And
Yeah.
also I met cats that like connects, you know what I'm saying? When I was in Chattanooga going to college, we was about 30 minutes away from Atlanta. So a lot of
Mhm.
Atlanta cats used to come to those releases, you know what I'm saying? Because after it sold out in Atlanta, they'd come to Chattanooga and
That makes
scoop up some
sense.
joints. So I met a lot of cats through that, you know what I'm saying? So and
A
that's a
lot of
good
people
point.
don't understand that, but yeah,
They
it's
don't.
more than just like they
It's
think it's just
more.
a materialistic thing, but it's
It's
not.
more. It's more, man. My wife actually, like when we first got together, dog, she like, you like sneakers and stuff like that. She thought it was just, she ain't never knew it. She never, really been around that. So she was like, you know what? I want to wait in line and write a blog about it, just see how it is. She never did it though, but it was one of the 11 releases. I think it was the Cool Grays, and she wanted to stand in line and
I'm
stuff
waiting for
like
those to
that.
come back.
Exactly, man. I want to get a pair. Man, actually, I did get a W with the Concords that dropped with the 4.5 on it. So the ones I missed
Oh,
out in
word, word.
college that I jumped out the window, I did get the 4 or 5 joints, but yeah, man, I definitely want the coupe ready to drop, man. That's one of the dopest 11s, man. To be real, it's just so many
But yeah,
different
but what did
colorways.
she think about it though? Your wife, like,
At first, it was different to her, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, she became accustomed to it. She want to learn more about it, you know what I'm saying? So like, and I think the first pair of sneakers that she got, like, well, that I bought her was the Agassiz, right?
mm-hmm.
It was the lava joints, and she loved them. I remember she went to Houston, and a lot of people was like, "Yo, where you get those Agassiz at?" You know what I'm saying? So she was like, people saying they like my Agassiz, so she like it. The only thing she don't like though, Von, is me just having the sneakers everywhere.
I got
You
the
know what I'm
fake
saying?
Agassi.
Yo, no, 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 no. Those hard though, bro. Those hard though. Okay, that was hard though. You feel me? Like they really is, dog. Like I know I seen like the LeBron joints. They did the Dion collaborations.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was
Or like
crazy.
the LeBron watches. Like
Yeah,
I haven't enjoyed. I don't even know if they still doing them with the newest one. But like
yeah,
this model, all the LeBron watches they were doing, I loved it. I loved it.
yeah, yeah, man. I love it too, man. That was a great release. I think, to keep it real, man, LeBron, just his signature line. I mean, it's definitely, I don't think it's gonna overtake Jordan,
Hmm.
but he's gonna be the second best athlete with a signature line when it's all said and done, I think,
I
man.
think once they really start retroing them more
Yeah,
and like doing fun stuff with them, it's gonna pick up. Like
oh
he
yeah.
got a couple
He got a couple, man.
that people missed out the first time, and that
Yeah.
second time, second, third time, etc. They're gonna be like, because like the LeBron too, I want those again. Like at first, I had those and they were whatever, but now I'm like, man, bring those back.
I actually had the white and blue joints, but the ones I really
Yeah, those
wanted
were
was the
tough.
was the all-star ones, the gray ones, the gray, white, and blue.
Yeah.
Those was crazy, man. Those the ones that I want so bad when they dropped. I begged my pops because I was in high school, bro. I was like
Hmm.
a sophomore, like, man, please, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, so I made the basketball team. I got good grades. Like, come on now. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I missed out on those joints. But those the ones I really want. I hope Nike do retro them. I know they dropped the ones,
Hmm.
last year, the all black ones too.
And a lot of sevens too. I noticed
Yeah,
they trickling out with those.
the
So
South Beach Sevens was
yeah.
another level, man. Another level, man. One of my favorite LeBrons. I remember I seen it when they first, the buzz around those was crazy. Like if the internet was big like how it is now, when those dropped, oh man, would have shut the internet down. The South Beach Sevens.
Yeah, man, that style. Like I had the red carpet ones, and that LeBron 7, like that's when I feel like his line really stepped it up at that
Yeah,
point.
it really did. Then it kind of went another level with the King Prize. With those
Yeah,
joints, those was crazy too, man. He kept, I mean, like
they had like
one
50 colorways.
50 colorways. 50 colorways, though. That's one thing about it, because usually with signature lines, they start going down, right?
Hmm.
But his is consistent when you think about it, though. Like it's not one shoe I say like they just ugly. It might be something I might not rock with, like the fours, LeBron fours. I don't really
Hmm.
rock with like that, but they cool. You know what I'm saying? They was a real bulky though, too bulky for me.
Yeah,
Made
he's
for
big on, like, I guess he's a big man, so they make a lot
yeah,
of bulky shoes for him. Like even when they do them now with like the battle knit style or
yeah,
whatever, they still a bulky shoe. You know
bulky
what I'm
shoe,
saying?
yeah. So gotta support him, man. But I definitely would love to see some unreleased LeBron joints, some ones that Nike just got in a stash or some samples or something like that. But yeah, he got a dope line, man. I definitely love that. Some of the newer guys like Kyrie, I like his line. It's cool. PG, Paul George got a dope line. I know the
Oh yeah,
PlayStation.
what are those, like the new ones that they zip up or something, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I dig
And
those. I haven't seen a colorway that I want yet, but I dig those. Yeah.
yeah, I like those, man. They pretty dope. I was kind of disappointed with the Greek Freak line, Giannis. Um,
I
with
like
his
the
line, it kind of is growing on me, but I was expecting more, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
I
Kind of
like
like,
the what's the king ones. I think they got like leopard on the swoosh or whatever.
yeah,
I like those.
yeah. Those are actually a big hit for as my brother. He loved those, and my homie, he liked them. So I'm like the only one at the crew ain't really feeling them, but they might grow on me, man. They still growing a little though, man. But it's a lot of dope signature lines out right now, man. I even like some of the Harden joints with Adidas. You know what I'm saying?
I think
Um,
I just saw those.
yeah,
I would have to refresh my memory, but I do remember like I seen a shoe that's his, and I was like, yo, those are fresh. But I
yeah.
have to see them again.
He got a couple of joints. Dame Lillard, I like the ones he did with
I
Babe and
like
Ape
his.
was cool. Yeah, I like Dame Lillard joints. I know I just seen Nike just signed PJ Tucker not too long ago. I would love for him to get a signature shoe because he's actually like know about the sneakers. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like he's aware of it. So I know he ain't a marquee athlete like a Kyrie or like a Paul George or like a LeBron, but I would love to see him get a signature
Like
shoe,
if he
man.
could get in there and like design his own. I mean, I know a lot of
Yeah,
athletes do. I know they get in there and they like put their 2 cents in, but
yeah.
you get in there and design his own, you never know what could happen.
You never know, man, because he be rocking some crazy heat, man. I know
Yeah,
Chris
yeah.
Paul was saying he rocked some, and he was like, "How did you get those?" I'm with Jordan Brand, and I don't
And
even
I don't
got
got
these.
them.
Yeah, so his collection is crazy, man, and so yeah, man, it's a lot of heat out here, man. I think it's a lot of great day as far as when it comes to sneakers and stuff like that. I mean, you're gonna have your hype beats and stuff like that, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all around when it comes to a consumer market like that. So but overall, man, I definitely appreciate you coming on the show, though, Von P, man.
Thanks
And
for having
those,
me, man.
yeah, man, appreciate them dunks, man. They're my favorite ones, them De La Soul, by the way, bro. My favorite
And I
dunks ever, bro.
put them
Favorite,
out, put
man.
some more out. I hope they drop some more daylight dunks, man.
Yeah.
Put the dooms out again. I know some
Oh
people
my
probably like,
goodness,
no, don't
bro.
do it, but
No, do
do it.
it.
Give us
Do
a
it, man.
chance.
Do it,
Give us
man.
a
The
chance.
Dooms. Please, please.
People that
We
want to
need,
rock them, give them a
bro.
chance.
I need the Dooms in my life, man. I
For
seen them in
real.
person, man. This guy had them on, and was at it was at a sneaker convention in Nashville. And it was my homie Sean, go by the I am dead stock on Instagram, and he had the Dooms on, man, and which was crazy, bro. And that was the only person I seen in person with him. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen photos on them. I remember seeing Jay-Z had them on and stuff like that. But them Dooms is crazy, bro.
Yeah,
That's probably like
you breaking
that was
necks in
crazy.
those.
You
You are
breaking
breaking
necks,
necks in
man.
those.
You breaking necks. I know he dropped a collaboration with Clark's not too long ago, if I'm not mistaken. Doom, man.
Yeah, I heard about
Yeah,
that. I never seen them,
yeah.
but I heard about it.
They was clean though, man. They was clean. So yeah, Doom dropped some pretty dope stuff, man. But yeah, man. Once again, thank you for coming, man. I want to say thank everyone for joining in and checking it out, man. I seen y'all comments, man. So definitely appreciate everyone, man. So that's wrap up the first week. And once again, thanks to you, Von P, man. Appreciate it. And also that new Tanya Morgan
Hello.
EP is out right now. So y'all better
Yep.
get that.
Tanya Morgan, Be Right Back. The EP
Exactly,
is
man.
on. It's wherever you get music is there.
Yeah, man. I love that. Love that project, man. It's dope, man. My brothers
Thank you.
actually text me about it, man, sending fire emojis and stuff like that. So it's just good to hear y'all together, man. So stay
Appreciate it.
safe out here, bro. And also, man, just let the people know what other joints you got coming out next, man. What's in the future,
Um,
bro?
right now, just it's that Tanya Morgan Be Right Back. It's the
Okay.
EP. My man Don Will, and then we're finishing up the actual album. Like Be Right
Okay.
Back is 5 tracks, but the album is 12 other tracks. They're not the same songs.
Gotcha.
So that's coming out in the summertime. Hopefully, we'll all be outside barbecuing and
Exactly.
being able to dap each other up and give each other hugs and all of that soon.
Facts.
You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? So
Facts.
look out for that.
And before you go, man, I almost forgot, man. I always ask all the artists that appear on the show, man, if it's one sneaker, man, one sneaker you compare to your music style, what would it be?
Uh, it makes the most sense because
It makes the
yeah,
most sense.
if you know
Yeah,
my music, you know they compare it to
definitely.
De La Soul a lot. So
Exactly, man.
and the dunks
Exactly.
are a classic, and
Classic.
we hope to be classic. You know, we always
Exactly.
try to make some classic stuff. So
Yeah, I definitely. Yeah, you're
easy as
right,
pop.
man. You're right, man. It's consistent, just like the product y'all be dropping, man. So,
Thank you.
it's your boy AB signing off, man. Make sure y'all, check out our page, Grails Inc. on Instagram and Twitter as well, and my page, ABS Exclusive. So, once again, thanks to everyone, man. Salute, and also Von P, man. Stay safe out there, bro. Keep dropping those consistent quality releases like you be doing, man. And
Appreciate you, man.
exactly, man. Whenever I get those dunks, those De La Souls, I might have to pay some extra money. But hey, I'll hit you up and let you know, though.
For sure, for sure. All
All
right.
right, man.
Stay
All right.
safe.
You too, man. Take care.
You too. Peace.
Yeah, what's up, everyone, man? I just want to say thanks to everyone once again, man. It's your boy AB. Wrapping up the first week of Yo It's the Kicks. Going on IG, the quarantine edition, man. Appreciate everyone's support, man. It keeps getting bigger and better, man, each time. So we got some special guests next week, man. I'm not gonna give it out just yet, but you will see soon. But yeah, man, I love it though. Love the vibes, man. Love everybody been receiving it well. So yeah, man, want to keep it going, man. While we in the house, drop some sneaker knowledge and stuff of that nature. Show off some dope sneakers, man. So once again, man, thank you to everyone. I see my boy Dwight. Appreciate you joining, man. Appreciate everyone, some of the new people joining, man. I love it, man. My homie Joe Rilla, Cruel Committee, I seen y'all. My big bro Dre. Okay, I'm seeing y'all, man. Appreciate that for real. But yeah, man, gonna have some dope guests once again. Gonna have some dope guests once again next week and also going forward, man. But I'm signing out. Y'all stay safe out there, man. Stay inside. I know I'm outside, but I'm in my own yard, so I'm not around no one. So so yeah, man. But oh yeah, Mike from Memphis. Okay. What's up, Mike, man, from the M Town? Okay, that's what's up, dog. For real. Okay. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate you joining, man, for real. Most definitely, bro. Man, like I said, y'all be easy. Make sure y'all follow Grails on Instagrams at Grails Inc. GrailzInc. And you can follow me, AB Exclusive, ABX Exclusive on Instagram as well. So y'all take care and be easy.